AH. First and foremost, I'm gonna give all praise and glory to Yahweh by Shem Mashah by Shem Kakodash, the Bond Apostles, and the Elders Millstone for giving us this and truth, and blessed be the elect. So for those, that's keeping with boxing every day, you see, this fight, is being made, it's official, in 2026, you're going to have Mike Tyson versus Floyd Money Mayweather. While that's going on, as this video being made, we're now in boxing weekend right now. So, we're getting ready to see, the fight between Canelo and Bud Crawford. Which I'm going to say right now, hey, man, this dude Canelo, man, he's trying to beat the bricks off this dude, man. Because, hey, man, this dude, Bud Crawford, man, he's been talking a lot of shit lately, man. He's talking about he's going to stump a mud hole on Canelo. He's going to make Canelo fans cry. Which, hey, man, in September 13, hey, man, that's going to be the opposite, man. Because Canelo's trying to make Bud fans cry, man. Which I believe this dude, Bud, he's going up in 2 weight classes. You got a lot of casuals, that watch boxing. And look, man, there's a reason why there's weight divisions, man. And this dude talking about he's going to stump a mud hole on Canelo. Hey, man, this dude, Bud, he never fought an elite fighter yet. Don't give me that Errol Spence, because Errol Spence was washed up, man. Especially that car accident, that he'd been through. Hey, man, he was insane. So don't give me no Errol Spence, man. Because when Canelo told Bud, name me one elite fighter, he couldn't name one besides him. And Canelo, he's like the last great fighter, man. So he's going to beat the bricks of this dude, man. And we might end up seeing the best version of Canelo, man. We might end up seeing the best version of himself. So that fighting coming up, hey, man, that fighting gonna be crazy, man. And this dude, Bud Crawford, man, he's gonna get his ass smoked. Which I think it's a win-win situation for him. Because, he's gonna get his ass whooped. But at the same time, he's gonna make hella money. What, he got, like 7 children? So, hey, man, it's win-win for him. He's gonna have enough money, to feed, his family. So at the end of the day, hey, man, it's a win-win situation for him. He's gonna take an ass whooping, go in retirement mode, take his money, and dip. But that's neither here or there. But hey, man, you got Floyd Mayweather and Mike Tyson. Being made, everybody's talking about it. They're going crazy about it. But when nothing is all, fixed, man, today, man. Just like that Jake Paul fight versus Mike Tyson. That shit was fixed, man. You seen the way how Mike Tyson, he was preparing for that fight. He was training. He was going crazy with those IG reels. Those videos that was servicing online. Him training. Soon came down to the fight. It's like this guy, yeah, okay, we know he's old, but, at least, put up a fight, man. But we know the shit is fixed, man. It was all fixed. Mike Tyson probably needed the money. And now he's fighting with Floyd. Which I think we know it's fixed at the end of the day, man. Just like, you got Jake Paul versus Tank Davis. Which I believe Jake Paul's gonna win. And I know that might sound shocking, but I think he's gonna win. Now, I'm not sure how he's gonna win, but I see him winning. But the point is, of this lesson is, hey, man, you can see we in the end of this thing when the entertainment world has nothing left to offer. You look at this, the state of the sport world. Hey, man, it's a joke, man. The sport world is dead, man. Look, NBA as a whole, nobody watches NBA anymore, man. Nobody. You look at UFC, shit's boring. Who do you got? Ilya Topuria. Who else? There's these 2 other guys. I know they're real close to Khabib. But that's it, man. They used to have guys like GSP, Anderson Silva, Mighty Mouse, Conor McGregor, which he was like, the show boy. He's like the trendsetter of the UFC, man. But nowadays, who do they got now? They really don't got nobody else. They had DC, John Jones. Now nobody watches UFC now, man. It's dead. The promos suck. The press conference is always boring. The sports is just dead, man. Football, basketball. Hey, man, even boxing. And the reason why people speak about boxing is because this fight between Canelo and Bud. That's like your two great fighters. Even though, Canelo, he's elite. Don't get me wrong, Bud Crawford, he's a great fighter, but he's not elite. And his resume is real funny, man. It's really laughable at this point, man. When you look at his resume, he got so much shit to say. But he hasn't fought nobody yet, man. He hasn't fought nobody yet. And coming to September 13, hey, man, he's going to get in the ring with an elite fighter. And he's going to see that there's levels to this shit, man. Because, again, you got guys, that's speaking on this fight. Here it is. They're making Canelo look like if he's the underdog. Yeah, y'all forgotten who the fuck Canelo is, man. Canelo's like the last great fighter, man. He dominated a whole, generation. He's been dominating, for a decade, the face of boxing for a decade. Outside, of Dimitri Bivol and Usyk, because those two, they're really great too, man. But Canelo, he's like the last great fighter, man. And hey, man, Bud Crawford, man. Keep that same energy, man. Keep that same energy. Talking about you gonna make, his fans cry. You gonna step in mud hole on Canelo. Keep that same energy, man. Because he never fought an elite fighter yet. Never, man. And hey, man, there's a reason why there's weight classes, man, in boxing. So, hey, man, the point of this lesson is, hey, man, you can see, we the end of this thing, man. The end of Esau's kingdom. Even the entertainment world sucks, man. The movie world sucks. The gaming world sucks. It's boring, man. Everybody's talking about PS6. Come on, man. This shit is boring. PS5 is probably the worst console, man. Shit is always buggy, laggy. Always have their issues. Shit is a joke, man. Yeah, it's a joke. So this is Isaiah 24 and verse 11. It says, "There is a crying for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone." And you can see it, man. People always talk about the nostalgia days, the good old days, the best eras. Hey, man, those days are gone, man. The good old days. Where you could buy, food. You could go to the grocery store. And it was more cheaper back then than now. They speak about how the games was back then so much better. The 360 era, which, hey, man, you damn right. The 360 era was the best. Because games today is trash, is boring. Especially spending $70, man. That is crazy, man. That is crazy work, man. Spending $70 on trash. That is crazy, man. But hey, man, shit is just boring, man. The sports, the movie world is boring. The sport world is boring. And really, look, when you look at boxing, man, boxing has become like WWE. And even WWE itself is boring, man. You got like, what, John Cena trying to retire in what, 7 more months in December? Yeah, I think it's December. So what is it, September, October, November, December, what, 4 more months? So hey, man, WWE is at the end of the day, it's already finished, man. It's dead. You don't be watching that shit. It's just boring. It's boring, man. And anybody that watches WWE, you know what I'm talking about, man. The shit is boring, man. You know, everybody's is going crazy because AJ Lee's back. Come on, man. Shit's boring, man. And you notice they always gotta bring back their old fighters, man. They can't create no more fighters, man. Let alone, you know, create new guys that's good on the mic. You know, because these new guys that's on the mic, it's just boring. Their promos suck. You know, their fighting ability sucks. It's just boring, man. Same old guys, man. You know, good guy versus bad guy versus bad guy, good guy versus good guy. You know, the shit's boring, man. The shit is dead. And then, man, that's how you know, we're in the last days, man. You know, because, man, you look at the state of the entertainment world, man. Esau got nothing left to offer, man. He has nothing left to offer. You know, because he runs the sport world, you know. And yet, even he knew, you know, at the day, this is all finished, man, at the day, man. He knows his kingdom's going down. So look at the state of the entertainment world. It's just boring. You know, you look at the state of the average American today. You know, I posted a post in the community page where you got a lot of people that's unemployed, man. That don't want to work no more. They don't want to get a job because they're just tired and fed up, man. They know the system is rigged. You know, especially, you know, being a so-called Negro, Latin American. Hey, man, you know that this system, hey, man, it was created for you to fail, man. You know, here it is, you're working your ass off, and yet at the same time, they're taxing the shit out you, man. You know, taking a lot of money from you. So, hey, this place, man, it's just bullshit, man. You know, here it is, people crashing out, going on social media, crying, complaining. You know, they're just tired, man. But I show you, man, we get into this thing, man. And these devils know their time's up, man. So what they're gonna do? They're gonna come with that great wrath, man. You know? So this is Matthew chapter 24, verse 37. Red letters. Y'all should speaking this. It says, but as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. I'm reading LT. It says, when the Son of Man returns, it will be like it was in Noah's days. In those days before the flood, the people were eating banquets and parties and weddings right up to the time Noah entered his boat. People didn't realize what was going to happen until the flood came and swept them all away. That is the way it will be when the Son of Man comes. And hey, man, the first flood was water, man. Now the second flood, you know, it's gonna come with fire, man. You know, but the reason why I'm bringing up the scripture is because, hey, man, you see people right now in the spirit of mirth, man, partying, bullshitting. Which 2026, you're gonna see a lot of shit go on, man. You know, because you get the World Cup coming up. You got a lot of new video games, you know, that's coming in 2026. Movies. You got a lot of shit gonna go down in 2026, man. You know, especially the World Cup, man, because that's like the biggest thing, man. You know, it's coming to America. You know, so you're gonna have a lot of shit go on, man, in 2026, man. You know, the type of time people find beyond, man. You know, partying, going to these clubs. Can't forget about GTA 6, 2026. You know, so you're gonna see a lot of people, man, just in the spirit of mirth, man. You know, nothing but folly today, man. Partying, bullshitting. And hey, man, shit's gonna get real ugly out here, man, real soon. And you see the times that we're living in, man. You know, all these prophecies come to pass. You know, we're living in some evil, dark times, man. You know, people crashing out. You know, you're seeing people attacking each other. You know, a lot of spirits created for vengeance out there. You know, You're seeing a lot of crazy shit go on, man. You know, these pestilence, these diseases, you know, the rabbits that you see in Colorado, those deers that you see going on. People's talking about it. We're seeing a lot of shit go on, man. You know, these prophecies, you know, the MOTB, World War III, the famine of the word, a great famine. You know, we're seeing a lot of shit go on, man. You know, food shortage, inflation, everything's so expensive now, man. You know, nothing's cheap anymore, man. You know, and going to the grocery store, hey, man, the amount of money that you gotta spend to make sure your refrigerator is full is gonna cost you at least like $400, man. You know, eggs, milk, things that you know you need every day. You know, it's gonna cost you a lot, man. You know. So hey, man, nothing ain't cheap anymore, man. You know. But hey, man, that shows you, man, we are in the end of this thing, man. You know, Esau knows, you know, his time is up, man. He knows this place is going down, man. So hey, man, what you gonna do? You gonna come in a great wrath, man. You know, the entertainment world is dead. You know, it has nothing left to offer no more, man. Cause look at this Mike Tyson versus Floyd Mayweather fight. Hey, man, it's all a joke, man, today, man. And today it's all about money, man. You know, it's to keep people distracted, man. You know. And this dude Floyd, man, all he cared about was money, man. You know, and guys like this, you know, guys that are so obsessed with his dollar so much. Hey, man, he's gonna be the same guys that's gonna take them OTB, man. You know, what you gonna do when his dollar is done away with? You know, when Esau set up his New World Order. You know, basically when everybody see-hipped. What you gonna do in that day, man? You know, because, hey, man, you're not going to be able by yourself unless you take MOCB. And we know all your favorite athletes, your celebrities, you know, those that's in the entertainment world. Hey, man, not only are they going to take it, but they're also going to promote it. Just like what they did back in 2020. You know, because then these celebrities, these athletes, they made a covenant with death. And that they receive their consolation on this side, man. So they forget about them. You know? So this is Ezekiel 7:1. It says, Moreover, the word of the Lord Yahweh came unto me, saying, Also thou, son of man, thus saith the Lord God unto the land of Israel, the end is come upon the four corners of the land. Now is the end come upon thee, and I will send my anger upon thee, and I will judge thee in according to thy ways, and will recompense upon thee all thine abominations. And mine eye shall not spare thee, neither will I have pity, but I will recompense thy ways upon thee, and thine abominations shall be in the midst of thee, and ye shall know that I am the Lord Yahweh. Thus saith the Lord God, and evil and only evil, behold, is come. And end is come, the end is come, it watcheth for thee, behold, it is come. The morning is come unto thee, O thou that dwellest in the land. The time is come, the day of trouble is near, and not the sounding again of the mountains. So, hey, man, we into this thing, man. You know, like it says in verse 5, you know, and evil and only evil beholders come. So it's just gonna get even worse and worse, man. But, you know, right now, people, you know, in the spirit of mirth, partying, bullshitting. Basically, not first Thessalonians 5:3 spirit, man. For when they shall say peace and safety, to send destruction. You know, people want to have a good time, enjoy it here. You know, see this place continue to go on for 1,000 more years. You know, this place is going down, man. You can just tell, man, from the entertainment world, man. You know, this place has nothing left to offer, man. This shit is boring. The shit is boring, man. The movie sucks. Nowadays, all these movies that you try to watch, It all got some modes in it. You know, some kissing scene between men with men, women with women. Come on, man. This shit is just vexing, man. Don't nobody want to see that shit. You know, you hearing they're trying to make a new Scarface movie, which there's really no point in making another one, man. Because what you're gonna really do is just destroy the whole franchise of it. But at the end of the day, hey man, we know at the end of the day, this shit's all dead, man. These movies, these remakes, you know, shit is dead, man. But hey man, you know, seeing this fight going on between, you know, Mike Tyson and Floyd Mayweather, that just shows, man, we the end of this thing, man. Esau knows, you know, his kingdom going down. Just look at it, man. The entertainment world, man, shit is dead. Again, nobody watches basketball. You know, the LeBron era. Shit, that is probably the worst era, man. Because you had the Bird Magic era, the MJ era, the Kobe era, and then now you got LeBron's era. Which LeBron era sucks, man. Shit is boring. You know, boxing is boring. But of course, you know, I'm going to watch the fight. Because this is a good fight, man. You know, between Canelo and Bud Crawford. But even with boxing, right? You know, you look at Floyd influence. Really, in a way, he really destroyed boxing too. Because a lot of these, you know, boxers today, they want to fight with the best fighters more, man. They want to fight with the ones nobody wants. You know, they pick and choose on who they want to fight, just so they don't take an L, just so they could get their money and move on. So in a way, yeah, Floyd did destroy, you know, boxing in a way. Because nowadays, you know, boxers don't want to fight the best of the best more, man. You see, back then, there was no such thing as picking and choosing, man, on who you want to fight. They were all good in a way, man. See, the boxers back then, hey, man, you know, you couldn't pick and choose on who you want to fight, man. Because all the boxers that you had to fight and come against, hey, man, they're all worthy of taking your oath. You know? But I show you, man, it's just, especially this new era, this generation, everything just sucks, man. Everything's boring. You know, you got a lot of people speaking about the nostalgia days, man. The good old days. Because they know this era was boring. You know, shit's just boring, man. But I show you, man, we in the end of this thing, man. You know, the mirth of the land is gone, man. The mirth of the land is gone. So with that, you know, I pray this video is edifying. I'm going to give all praise, honor, glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Ma'ashah, Ba'ashim Kakodash, the Bond Apostles, and the Elders of Mustone for giving us this and truth. And Shalom.